In my series of brief recitations of great cinematic moments, uh, turning to Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. Now, this movie, of course, has a lot of moments that one could cite, but for me, the scene that perhaps stands out the most, just for its oddness and its uh, its kind of ominous yet strangely comic um, overtones is the scene where Willard is first given his mission. He's taken in to some trailer and talked to by some high-ranking guy, a general or somebody like that. And there's also there's also his sort of administrative flunky, this nerdish guy played by Harrison Ford, which is hilarious. Um, and there's also this guy in a white suit who's just sitting close by, but I think says nothing in the entire scene until the very end. Um, Now, what I love about this scene is, first of all, the general or whoever he is. Uh, when he's talking about Kurtz, they show Willard the picture of Colonel Kurtz and talk to him a little bit about what they think has happened to this man, how he's lost his mind and everything, and Harrison Ford actually drops has his dossier and he drops all the papers on the floor and says, "Oh, damn." And it's a moment that actually happened by accident. I hear, but was kept in the movie because it added to the overall feeling of the scene. Um, uh, this sense of things kind of being a little askew. And I love this sounds funny to say, but I love how pompous the the general is. I'll just call him the general, just because I don't know what his rank is, but I can't remember right now. But I love how he launches into this speech, and it's a really pompous, like, well, we all have a good side and a bad side, and uh, you have it, I have it. It's in every man, and for Kurtz, he just went over the edge to the other side, and turned away from what Lincoln calls the better angels of our nature. how he quotes Lincoln in this way, like it's an essay. Uh, it's just so it's so how do I put it? Uh, uh, it's subtly surreal. You know, it's not as surreal as other scenes in the movie, but there is something to it. That there is this weirdness to this scene, which of course all culminates in when they tell him what his mission is. And at first, the first one to tell him is Harrison Ford's character, and he sort of speaking nervously, says, clears his throat and says something about, we need you to go upriver, find out what you can about everything that you see, and then when you meet Colonel Kurtz, we need you to terminate his command. And and then Willard looks up and says, sort of looks a little dazed, and he says, "Terminate the colonel." Now Willard's no stranger. He's been an assassin. He says he's killed other men before. He's gone on special missions and worked as an operative where the mission was to assassinate a man. So it's not like he's shocked by the idea of killing someone, but just killing someone who's on their side is that's like something that's hard for him to swallow. That's and then the general says he's out there in the jungle doing whatever he feels like doing. Um, so we think it's important that you terminate. And then that's when the moment where the guy who's sitting in the room in the white suit, um, just sort of watching everybody, not really ever not commenting uh, until the very end. This is where he utters the famous line, "Terminate with extreme prejudice." So they even he can't say kill. Even he just doesn't just put it straight. We want you to kill him. We want you to murder him. We want you to assassinate Colonel Kurtz. But terminate with extreme prejudice. That's like it's it's bureaucratic lingo, but it also has a brutality to it. The point of bureaucratic lingo is to disguise the brutality most of the time, but this has a you see the bloodthirst in it, uh, which is very very interesting. And then the scene ends with him saying something with the general saying something like, yeah, this meeting has never happened and never will happen. Or you must deny that this meeting ever happened. So yeah, really interesting scene, really cool to watch, and even cooler to think about.